In 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to Janky AF and my Janky Life. All right, let's get right into it, shall we? Here is stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of papers and stuff that I got to sort through. This is very janky. So much stuff, more. There's random Tupperware and stuff from my car in there, newspapers. All this stuff has to be gone through because it is tax season. I'm doing my tax prep. Now you'll notice this table, this was our kitchen island. And if you noticed in the last video, if you're watching, I was gonna build a new kitchen island. There's just watered the plants. It's another check off the list here, just doing a million things today. Now, this is our new, it's a stopgap measure, but it looks way nicer. It's way bigger. Again, these kitchen cabinets were free and have started to fill them up. I always wanted a snack drawer since I was a little kid. My friend's parents had snack drawers. Now I got a snack drawer and I'm all grown up. All right, so there's the new island. Again, it's not really finished. I can finish it in place, but for now it's functional and our kitchen is totally, just cobbled together from mostly free stuff. Not surprising considering it's janky AF. All right, down in the basement. You're getting the full tour today. So in the last video, I was talking about painting the floor. I have the first sample of paint down and I have all these guard rails here to keep the kitty from walking on the wet paint. Now it is oil paint and it's not super warm down here. I had a space heater on it. It's still a little tacky, but we're getting there. So hopefully, another day or so. Now I have to pull this swinging maneuver, which you'll come with me there for. Okay, so the basement is a lot of stuff got done, and yet now this is the binge and purge of janky, because in order to get all this stuff done, the place becomes a complete mess. This was totally cleaned off and now it's just totally full of crap, and there's even, dirt and dust. I installed this light up here. Fortunately, this beam doesn't look too good, but it's holding the house up so far. So this all has to go through. I bought this recycling can out another property, and the thing just blew away in the wind and cracked. Now, supposedly this has a 10-year warranty, but this thing is absolute junk. I really dislike plastic. I should have gotten metal. However, I am going to try to put it back together using duct tape. You may have noticed the slop sink is new. In my last video, I talked about replacing the slop sink, and of course now it's covered in crap. But this new slop sink is a revelation. I got this much more surface space, which is already getting covered up. I'm going to turn this piece of wood into an extra holder because it's got nothing holding it right here. I cleaned out and dumped all my buckets. This new sink, this faucet came from this stainless steel sink, which of course was free on the side of the road. That has been removed, and the faucet that was in here also got removed. I took the guts out, and now that is right here, and that's going to be our new kitchen sink, because currently our kitchen sink gun has a hole in it, so it spritzes everywhere and it chugs, and it also doesn't have I don't think the right nozzle to put a water filter on. So, the great thing about doing things janky, you just learn. Like I was never really that handy with plumbing or electric or anything like that. I'm kind of a one-trick pony. I'm a painter. However, just learning these different mechanisms, these different plumbing mechanisms, when I had to take these out, I had to sort of tinker with this and pull it apart and put it back together. So you learn lots of stuff by just doing it yourself. So there we have it. There is the old slop sink, and that will just sort of wait for now. But the action on the new faucet's way better. It's already working way nicer, and I am super happy about that. Again, everything here pretty much is free. I have to wash out some rollers. I also save all my rollers. If the customer doesn't want the roller, especially like this is an 18-inch roller, this thing costs like 15, 16 bucks. If the customer doesn't want it, I'll take it, I'll wash it out, and then, I have a brand new roller for my own projects. Here's all my one-shot paint. This is all my oil sign painting paint, and this is pretty cool because I have a new great project in the works. This is pieces from a gypsy caravan. Now, if you're not familiar with a gypsy caravan, you can look it up online. John Lennon actually bought one for his son, I guess, which is a whole nother story. But this is a sort of a, ornate, intricate piece of wood, and it was started into rotting. So a good buddy of mine, shout out to Wiley, he 3D printed, he 3D scanned and 3D printed these pieces to match. And now I am going to paint them, and we have like sort of a 4-color scheme here. We have it's actually a dark purple base. It looks like brown. Then we have the green, the red, and the gold. We're trying to match this brass gold color. We're currently trying to find the right color. And here is the Great Harbor Freight Special airbrush combo kit that I got for this job. So we're gonna get into a little bit of airbrushing. So that's very fun and a new thing that we're going to be doing. Taking a look down on this side, I also changed the kitty litter. That was a big accomplishment. Already there's more turds in there, but that's just how it goes when you got cats. Or a cat, I should say. Sometimes it feels like multiples. Okay, here is the room, and actually this room was more full of crap, and this room is actually cleaner than it was before. So this will be the tack room. Perhaps you saw those ribbons all the way upstairs. My sweetheart rides ponies, you know, I spend all my money on cars. She spends all her money on ponies. So we're both into locomotion, so that kind of works. I want to turn this into a nice, beautiful tack room. I want to put, I have some laminate hardwood, well, fake hardwood flooring that I got for free, and Janky do thank you to the people that I got that from. Same people I got the sink from when they did a remodel. So that will go down here, and I have vapor barrier that was sort of left over from when we bought this place. And I want to, I don't know, maybe paint this wall, maybe spray it. I would like to just be sort of all bright and white here. Another thing, this is a great Janky thing, all this little powder here, I thought this was like mold. I think it's actually like efflorescence, I believe it's called. And so, you know, another thing about DIY and Janky is just going and doing stuff and working with your hands. You learn things. And now I'm like, okay, this isn't mold. That's great. I don't have to worry about it. It's you know, it's like a one less thing to worry about. And I don't have to do like mold abatement. I can sort of just wash it up and then paint it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do some sort of skim coat over this insulation or something, but I'd like it to just be a nice, bright, airy atmosphere. We're in sort of stage 2 of the basement here. Trying to get this basement nicer. You can't really tell, but I've done about like 16 loads of laundry. We have like one bag to go, and then that laundry will be sort of completed. Then we're going to sort through all our clothes, donate some stuff, get rid of some stuff, purge a little bit, and keep on making the basement, you know, as good as it can possibly be. I think with the whole floor painted, it's really going to transform the space, and I'm super jazzed about it. So there you have it. Of course, more just crap. Oh, another project. I painted our mudroom recently, and I wanted to make like a little hanging coat rack shelf. So I found this piece of PVC lying in the garage that came with the house, some scrap. I don't even know where this little stained board came from. It just was lying around somewhere. And then I went to the Great Reuse Center, which is like sort of a salvage yard type deal. And I got these little hardware and all these sort of mismatched hardware. So I'm going to pop those in. Put these together. My stud finder is somewhere. I got to find my stud finder so I can find studs in my wall upstairs. I'm going to build that all out, and then I'll have a great coat rack, and that will help with just crap being left on the floor, which is like sort of the model that we're using currently. Again, everything was organized. Now it's dirty again, but I'm going to clean off this entire space to do my little airbrushing project. Hopefully get this sink in upstairs so we fix that problem. And it's another beautiful day in the land of Janky. We'll take a look at these one more time. I'm sure there's other stuff that I'm doing. The main thrust of what I wanted to say was, you know, right now I'm working on the basement because it's freezing out. You know, it's a February day here, very cold, very beautiful and pretty, but cold. So I can't really work out in my shop. It's not heated yet. That'll be like a project for the summer. We always got a million projects. The great Bilco doors, I should probably shut those, not let snow get in here. But that was a little summary of what's going on today. So already significant progress, 3 or 4 things ticked off the box. I got to do tax stuff, which I really don't like doing, but you know, that's the one of the another facets of self-employment is that you know, you got to do a lot of this stuff and you got to jump through the hoops and yada yada yada. So there you have it. I'm going to do some more cleaning, get my one-shot paints out. I got my respirator. Hopefully that paint dries up, and hopefully next time, you know, there'll be more paint on the floor, and you know, maybe we'll have some little progress on this to show you. So there you go. We're closing in 10 minutes. That is my Janky life for today. Janky do thanky, sending Janky vibes out to everybody. Oh, it sounds like there's some critters home. Gotta go. All right. What do I say? Oh yeah, Janky do thanky.